language.
Are you listening to Unab on Air right now?
Unab on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the Unab on Air experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
Hello and welcome. Good morning, Maria. How are you doing?
Good morning. I am fine. I am fine.
Fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. We just finished class, so I'm okay. It's a beautiful day. To be honest, I don't like sunny days. I don't like them. I prefer rainy days.
And the day started cold.
Yeah, actually, yesterday was a very cold day, a very cold breeze, and today is kind of the leftovers of yesterday.
And it seems like the heat is gonna hit us today.
Yeah. So I kind of prefer rainy days rather than sunny days. It's something personal, you know. People say, but you have a car. No, when I had a motorcycle, I prefer rainy days. Not to get wet, obviously, but to
be fresh.
I don't know. It's kind of something about personality, the kind of weather that you like.
Yes.
But I really like rainy days.
I think it's more comfortable the cold and rainy days than the hotter days.
Some people will say, no, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? And I will say, yes, maybe, but I like rainy days. I prefer rainy days.
We are talking about rainy and fresh days, not freezing days. So
okay.
People used to confuse rainy with freeze. So are you crazy?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, I was getting some information from a specific cinema, which is going to open the doors, and I got some invitations, and they sent me a list of the best movies for this year, for the 2021. Okay, do you know any movies that are coming for this year?
No, and I was reading the Oscar list, and I don't know any of the nominates.
No, I don't. Actually, I don't pay attention to that.
This year, I haven't seen any of that movies.
No, not to be honest. No. But there are some part 2 and part 3 and part 4 of all movies that are coming this year. For example, I heard, and no, it's not in the list, but I heard that The Matrix is coming this year.
I don't know if it's this or the other. I'm not sure.
I don't have it on the list. What I got on the list is that movie, the name is Fantastic Animals and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Where to Find Them.
Crimes of Grindelwald 2.
The third part.
Yes.
The first one was in New York.
Yes.
In the 40s, I think.
20s, I think.
20s? Okay. The second part was more related to magic, because we start we got the feeling that we saw the very early days or early years of Voldemort.
No, not Voldemort. Grindelwald, the dark wizard before Voldemort.
Yeah, and they say that now is coming the third one, which is when
the second part of
when
the
they
second
start.
Part.
Yes, when they start showing about the Howard's principal. What was the name?
Dumbledore's.
Dumbledore.
The relationship between Grindelwald and Dumbledore.
Yeah, but the question is, who is going to play the bad guy as Johnny Depp was banned?
I forgot the name, but is the actor who played Hannibal Lecter? Not Anthony Hopkins on the series.
The young one?
The young one, yes.
Close the door.
Your dog wanna have an opinion too.
Yeah, he likes movies. She likes movies.
She is a she?
Yeah, it's a she. It's a big she. It's
Matt Mikkelsen. Matt Mikkelsen is the actor.
Got no idea. But what I was, I mean, and getting in that very controversial topic, I don't feel well with the banning of Johnny Depp. You know, I don't live in the States. If you don't live in the States, you don't know what really happens. If you live in another country, you don't know and you don't understand the problems that happens in the United States of America, because they are a very they live in a very different culture, different culture. So it's not the same, because things happen every day there that we don't know here. And some people like, I support Johnny Depp, or no, I support his wife. But from the point of view of a guy who likes his job, I think it's not okay. You know, I like all of his characters, because I've seen all of his movies, not because I was following his career, just because I like the kind of movies that he does, you know?
Yes.
But I don't know what really happened. I don't remember the name of the girl or the woman. I know that she's not going to be in Aquaman anymore.
She's being replaced by the one that played the Mother of Dragons on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Emilia Clarke.
And from my point of view, I mean, if you got a character and you have a movie company and they want to continue making movies about that character, they shouldn't, put that thing away. I mean, how can you imagine Pirates of the Caribbean not having Jack Sparrow there?
Yes.
How?
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's not only the main character, it's the soul of the movie.
It's the essence.
All the movies.
You know, the movements and all this stuff. It's very nice. It's not about. I mean, I know that the next Pirates of the Caribbean is going to be made, but it's going to be focused on a lady who is going to play the main role. I don't have anything against that. It's not something about gender. It's just that I would like to have Jack Sparrow there.
It's something like happened with House of Cards, with all the problem of Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
So they killed the character, but the series just go down because the character of Claire wasn't strong enough to play alone the dialogues and all the things that happen.
Mm-hmm. Another movie that is coming, and I don't like that movie, and I wouldn't recommend people to watch that movie, because in my opinion, it's a waste of time. I know people will kill me because many people love that movie. And the movie is got 3 words: Fast and Furious.
Me neither. I don't like it neither.
I mean, 9 movies or 10 movies so far about that thing.
I think we're on the 9th one. I don't know.
When in English classes, you always have that lesson when you talk about movies and actors. And when I ask my students what kind of movies do they like, and most of them, well, and that part maybe they don't know the gender, horror, drama. but so I changed the question and I say, okay, what's your favorite movie? I know, teacher, I don't have only one. I got three. Okay, top three, your movies.
Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3.
Yes. If you have 20 students, 16 students are going to mention Fast and Furious.
Yes.
And I say, okay, I'm going to destroy your dreams, and I'm going to summarize Fast and Furious in 3 words: cars, ladies, and money. That's it.
Yes.
All the movies are the same. In every movie, you have these very nowadays very an incredible movements with the cars, hot women dancing around the cars, and you also have tough guys trying to save something. One movie is okay, to introduce the culture of pinning the cars and stuff. Second movie, okay, that was nice. Third movie,
okay,
fair enough. But 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th, why?
It's an exaggeration. It's like,
why?
And the story is the same all over again.
All over again. I mean, I remember once I went to this movie theater, and I'm going to say the name because they are not giving me any money. And we were going to watch a movie, Batman.
Yes.
The Dark Knight Rises, I think.
Yes.
The third one, which was
yes,
problematic at the beginning.
Yes.
When I arrived there was something happening with the movie. I don't know if that was because of the shootings that happened in the United States. I don't know, but the movie was not working, and they offer a free movie to watch a free movie, in replace.
Yes.
And I said, okay, what movie is that? They said, okay, Fast and Furious.
No, thank you.
Okay. No, I say okay because it was free,
Okay, yes. Okay.
And in this movie is, there was a part when they got many cars inside a plane. It's a Russian plane, a big Russian plane. And they were trying to steal something well, they start talking about thieves, now the drugs, now technology, now terrorism, bullshit, things like that. And a lot of things. And at the end, the plane get destroyed, all is in flames, and some guys are outside, and this guy, the main, what's the main character name? The bald guy.
I have no idea.
Let me check.
Yes, I know who are you talking, but I don't remember.
Toretto, that's the name.
Okay, Toretto.
Well, the guy was disappeared, so everybody on the cinema, they were in a drama, very quiet and paying attention, and you could smell the drama. Everybody was in shock because the guy was not there. Maybe the guy died, and I was like, okay, hurry up, gotta go. And at the end, the guys show up in the middle of the flames, showing out like a knight, with a big sword, and I don't know. And people start clapping.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, what's going on here? So the movie gets over, and I ran out of the room, and I asked a guy who was there, hey, why did you clap? Why were you clapping? And he says, because the guy got safe. And I said, okay, but why did you clap? No, because it was something unexpected. Okay, what's your favorite movie? Have you seen many other movies when the climax is there and they want people to interfere with the movie and stuff? I don't like that kind of movies.
And I was going to say that I can understand why are they so liked by people. But because the prototype
that if you go into a room, to a hall of Fast and Furious movies, you can see very young people.
Yes.
You can see when you are young, you want to live your life fast
I'm furious.
with women and money. That's what you want. You're very young. The problem is if you watch a lot of people on their 40s watching that movie and clapping at the end,
And
that's a problem.
liking it like there was no
Yeah.
other.
There are better movies.
A lot of better ones.
You can. I told them in my class, you can use that money that they spent making cars jumping from one building to another, because they did in a movie, jumping from one building to another, running against a submarine, and doing so many other things. You can use that money to create a masterpiece.
And it's a very expensive production.
It's a very expensive production. And if you got a very nice idea with very nice details and a lot of good photography and things that are very meaningful for people, they don't give you the support because they got all this money in that movie.
Yes.
It happens. It happens in books, it happens in music, it happens in... Okay. Another movie that is coming, and I really want to see that movie, there is another what was the name? How to raise your dragon? How to
train?
How to Train Your Dragon.
I really love them.
There's another movie coming about that.
Chimuelo? No, Toothless. Toothless is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, that and Shrek.
Yes.
Actually, not Shrek. Donkey.
I was going to say burro.
Donkey, that's one of my best.
Yes.
You know, he's so, the guy who makes the voice, Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
And I really want to see the second movie of Prince in New York.
Okay, yes.
But it's on Amazon? No, it's on...
I think it's on Amazon. But I'm not sure.
Amazon Prime, I think it is. Because if it is as good as the first one, I'm going to laugh until I die.
You're going to clap.
Yeah, I'm going to clap at the end. Hey, Murphy came back. Another movie that is coming there is another movie about the Avengers coming.
Not Avengers, but the world of Marvel. So
I don't get that
to
part.
Start watching movies about, I think it's another one from Thor, Black Widow, and other supers. Not main supers, but other supers.
I'm the kind of guy who, when the Marvel movie is finished, everybody was like standing up and going out. And you have to pay attention to the people who know about these movies. People that are called nerds.
Yes.
They are not nerds. They just love science fiction movies, which is something very good. And you start looking at the guys and you start thinking something is going to happen. If they are not leaving the room, something is going to happen. So you remain in the room. And that's how I discovered these post trailers, you can call that. Okay. But the problem is that when you got those 2 minutes or seconds of filming, the guys in front, they were so excited. And you start sitting like, okay, what happened? Who's that guy? What is that? What's coming?
You have no idea.
You have no idea. And that happened to me in all the Marvel movies. All the Marvel movies. Because after like the second Thor movie, people start like posting on Facebook, there is something extra away from the credits. So you have to wait for all the credits, and then you got the post trailer. And everybody started like doing the same thing, like waiting for that scene. And I noticed that maybe 70% of the room, they knew what was happening. I mean, it was meaningful for them, but not for me. I was like, okay.
So you just wait because they were waiting?
Yeah, I was waiting because they were waiting, and with movies like they were presenting movies. How many movies were connected? Like 12?
Like 15.
Like 15 movies. Like movies were coming on. I started like, and I need to know. I mean, my challenge in this movie is to recognize what is happening at the end. That was like a personal challenge.
Like know which character is which one.
I mean, who's that guy, and why is it so emotional that the guy do this or do that? And to be honest, I failed on that mission. I never got the minute. Well, until the next movie, that you got that is in context. You say, okay. So I'm going to stay in this movie. I'm going to know. And then you got a trailer, and who's that guy? And you watch the next movie. It was that guy.
That scenes are like a small spoiler from what's coming.
Yeah. And when these were the final Marvel movies finished, and I understood that all that thing went from the comics.
Yes.
And most of the things that we saw on the screen were already narrated on the comics.
Yes.
And that's why many people knew about it. And that was another thing to invite people to read. Because comics is not only cartoons. They have drama, they have context, they have
a whole story.
They have an objective.
Yes.
And they have many things. So I really like that part. I mean,
and reading a comic book, it's different, but it's interesting because you don't have to imagine the characters because you already have the image there. So you just have to read and understand. That's all.
Yeah, some people don't like that part. Some people think that when they describe the environment and the character, they prefer to use the imagination and imagine how the character will be. And what happens with the movies about books is that when you watch finally the character and you watch the scene and the environment, sometimes you feel frustrated because it's not the way that you have it in your mind.
Yes.
But in most of the cases, the artists in the movies, they do a wonderful, wonderful job.
Yes. And it's because the description, the text did about the character.
Yeah. What I like, for example, I like The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I read The Lord of the Rings when they were not on the mood. I mean, they were not on fashion. They were not trendy. So I read them in Spanish because it was very expensive to buy the book in English.
And read it in English is another level too.
And it's better. In English, it's better.
Yes.
Okay, but when I knew that the first book was coming into the movies, The Fellowship of the Ring, and I saw all the guys, all the characters, when I saw the locations, I was so like, I don't know, like in shock, because what I had in my mind was very minuscule in comparison to what they did.
Yes.
And that is something
that happened with large books.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that happened with what was the name? The Dragons? What?
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Because I never read the books.
Game of Thrones have a lot of stories, parallel stories that aren't on the screen. So they took the best or the really important, the first line, to build the story to TV, on TV.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. Sometimes it's not very good. For example, when you watch the movie, the worst movie that I've seen, which is very tight with Fast and Furious, is Green Lantern.
I haven't seen it.
Better. Good for you.
It's well,
Don't watch it.
I
It's not
saw
necessary.
the first 10 minutes and was like, okay, we didn't match, so I turned it off.
When somebody asks you what movies have you seen, never mention that part. It's not necessary. Nobody's gonna miss it. Nobody's gonna ask you about that movie.
Yes.
Actually, the guy, what was the name of the guy? The actor?
It's not Deadpool?
Yes.
Well, the actor on Deadpool.
Yes. Actually, he mocks himself about making that movie because he recognizes that it was a horrible movie.
If you say so, I believe you.
But there is another movie that looks very horrible too. They are making a movie about Free Fire. That's the video game? Yes. They are making a movie about that with that guy again.
Okay.
With the Deadpool
So
guy.
he likes challenges.
No, he likes money. That's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, too.
Okay, time flies on radio. Imagine on TV. I remember that.
Yes.
It's time to leave. So next week we are not having any program because we have a training session.
Yes.
So we'll see again after the
Holy Week.
Yeah. So I hope you pray a lot, and I
And
hope
you
take care in that holiday.
Yes, of course.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, are you listening to Unab on Air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on UnabRadio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to Unab on Air right now?
Unab on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at UnabRadio.com and enjoy the Unab on Air experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.